That this doesn't make Tisha annoyed with me because I know she wanted to move.
She wasn't smiling this time. There was no carefully chosen outfit, no rehearsed answers, no polished version of herself trying to keep everything together. What people saw that night was different, raw, unfiltered, and honestly, a little heartbreaking.
Talking about business. Like, can we not appreciate this moment right here?
I'm sorry, it's a business trip.
The live started quietly. At first, it didn't feel like anything major, just another check-in, another moment where LaTisha looked like she had something on her mind. But there was a tension in her face that viewers picked up on instantly. Her eyes didn't have that usual calm. They looked tired, like someone who had been holding something in for way too long. And then she said it. Not gently, not carefully, just straight to the point. "Sunni, I'm done protecting you." The comments started flooding in before she could even continue. People were confused. Some thought it was a joke, others already knew where this was going, but nobody was ready for what came next. Because what nobody expected was LaTisha wasn't just venting. She was exposing something she had kept buried for a long time. And once she started talking, she didn't stop.
Like, this is crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like, now I don't.
For years, LaTisha had built this image of strength. To the outside world, she was the composed wife, the supportive partner, the woman who stood beside her husband no matter what. She carried herself with pride, always making it seem like everything was under control, even when cracks started to show.
Part of the harassing communications was you sending the picture.
No,
Right.
no, it wasn't.
Okay, that's the question I gotta ask. The question is, how do you feel about that? That makes me lose respect for Martin.
If it was true.
If it was true, yeah. I didn't
So
say
now
it was
that
true.
he's saying it
I
wasn't
assumed it was true.
You assumed it
now
was?
that he's saying that it's not true, how do you feel about it?
I don't know if I would believe Martin.
Her relationship with Marsau had always been under a microscope. From the beginning, people questioned things. They watched closely. Every comment, every look, every moment that felt just slightly off, it didn't go unnoticed. But LaTisha, she defended her marriage like it was her full-time job. Whenever rumors popped up, she shut them down. Whenever people questioned Marsau, she stood 10 toes down beside him. She made it clear that whatever was happening behind the closed doors was their business, and she wasn't going to let outsiders tear them apart. But here's the part people didn't fully understand at the time. Defending something constantly takes a toll, and the more she defended, the more it seemed like she was fighting alone. Sunni wasn't just some random name in the background. She was someone close, someone who had access, someone who was around enough to be trusted. That's what made everything heavier. Because when betrayal comes from a stranger, it hurts. But when it comes from someone you let into your space, it hits different. Over time, little things started to add up. Moments that didn't sit right, energy that felt off, conversations that didn't quite make sense. But instead of jumping to conclusions, LaTisha did what a lot of people do. She gave the benefit of the doubt. She told herself she was overthinking. She convinced herself that loyalty meant trusting even when things didn't feel right. She chose peace over confrontation.
Like, this is crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like, now I don't.
But peace built on silence doesn't last forever. And eventually, silence turns into pressure. Pressure turns into frustration. And frustration, that turns into moments like this. Back on that live, you could feel it building. Her voice stayed steady, but the emotion underneath it was loud. She wasn't yelling. She didn't need to. The weight of what she was saying carried itself. I tried to ignore it. I really did. There was a pause. Not a long one, but long enough for people to feel it. "You slept with my husband." She dropped it. Clear, direct, no confusion. It felt like the entire internet froze for a second. And then, chaos. People started screen recording, reposting, tagging, reacting in real time. Some viewers couldn't believe it. Others said they saw it coming. But one thing was certain, this wasn't speculation anymore. This was personal. LaTisha didn't rush through it. She didn't try to clean it up or soften the blow. She spoke like someone who had gone over this moment in her head 100 times before finally saying it out loud. "I had the messages," she said quietly. "I saw the patterns, the late nights, the excuses, the energy changes." But here's the twist. She didn't expose it when she first found out. She sat with it. She processed it. She tried to fix things privately. And that right there is what made this moment even heavier, because this wasn't someone chasing attention. This was someone who had already tried to handle it behind closed doors and reached a breaking point. "What hurt me the most," she continued, "wasn't just him. It was you." Her tone shifted there, not louder, but deeper. "You knew everything about me. You knew my family. You knew what I stood for, and you still did it." That kind of betrayal doesn't come with easy words. It doesn't come with simple explanations. It comes with confusion, anger, heartbreak, all mixed together. And you could see all of that on her face. At one point, she leaned back, took a breath, and looked straight into the camera like she was talking directly to Sunni, even though she wasn't there. "I welcomed you, and you turned around and disrespected me in the worst way." The silence after that sentence said everything. But then, things got even more intense, because just when it felt like she had said enough, she added something that changed the entire conversation. This didn't happen once. The chat exploded again. She didn't give exact dates, she didn't go into every detail, but the implication was clear. It wasn't a mistake, it was a pattern, and patterns are harder to forgive. People started bringing up old clips, old moments, old interactions. Suddenly, things that once seemed normal started looking suspicious. Every laugh, every side-eye, every awkward moment, it all started to mean something different now. But while the internet was busy analyzing everything, LaTisha stayed focused. This wasn't about proving anything anymore. It was about releasing something. "I stayed quiet because I wanted to protect my marriage," she said, "but I lost myself doing that." That line hit differently because a lot of people watching understood exactly what she meant. Trying to protect something while it's breaking behind the scenes can drain you in ways nobody sees. And by the time you speak up, you're not even the same person anymore. At one point, someone in the comments asked if Marsau knew she was live. She paused, then said, "He knows now." That alone created another wave of reactions. People started wondering where he was, what he was doing, whether he was watching, whether he would respond. But LaTisha didn't wait for that. She kept going. "I'm not doing this to embarrass anybody," she explained. "I'm doing this because I'm tired of pretending." And that right there was the real turning point. This wasn't revenge, it was release. And once she got to that place, you could see the shift. The anger started fading. Not completely, but enough to make room for something else. Clarity. "I deserved better," she said simply. No long speech, no dramatic buildup, just truth. And sometimes that's more powerful than anything else. When you step back and really look at what happened, it goes deeper than just a cheating scandal. This was about trust being broken from two directions at once. It was about years of standing strong in public while dealing with doubt in private. It was about choosing loyalty, even when it wasn't being returned. And most importantly, it was about finding the courage to finally speak up. You could hear it in her voice toward the end of the live. She wasn't as tense anymore. Still emotional, but lighter in a way, like someone who finally said what they needed to say. "This is the last time I'm explaining myself," she told viewers. And it felt like she meant it, because once you reach that level of honesty, there's no going back to pretending. People started showing her support in the comments, messages of encouragement, understanding, even apologies from those who had judged her before. And that's another layer to all of this. Sometimes people don't realize what someone is going through until they finally break their silence, but by then, the damage is already done. Still, that moment gave her something she hadn't had in a while: her voice, not the controlled, careful version, the real one, and that changes everything. As the live came to an end, she didn't drag it out. No dramatic exit, no final attack, just a quiet shift in tone. "I'm choosing me now," she said. And that was it. Simple, clear, final. Because after everything, that's what this moment was really about. Not Sunni, not Marsau, not even the rumors. It was about a woman realizing she had been putting herself last for too long and deciding to stop. And whether people agree with how she handled it or not, one thing is undeniable. That live wasn't just entertainment. It was a breaking point, a turning point, and maybe even a new beginning. Because when someone finally stops protecting what's hurting them, that's when real change begins. And something tells me, this story isn't over yet.